Hi everyone, I am just jumping on here quickly before I start this video. This is Ruby from now and you're about to watch Ruby from the past. I wanted to just quickly say that I need to preface this video with some trigger warnings. I talk about sickness, being sick, that general, theme, as well as a lot of early pregnancy anxiety, ectopic pregnancy, early scans, those sort of things. So if anything around those topics is difficult for you, makes you upset, or you just find really hard, then I would recommend not watching this video, just to let you know. I have edited this video back and it is so long. I'm so sorry. It's like an hour long, but I just didn't know what to cut out because I just wanted to keep it raw and honest and true. I think I repeat myself a lot in this video as well, so I'm really sorry about that. I was in such a haze that entire time, and yeah, I think that's why the footage isn't great, so I apologise for that, but hopefully it's just helpful for people going through a similar time, or for those of you who are just interested. I also want to say this is my unique experience. It doesn't mean that everyone else will have this experience. We might have very different experiences, we might have similar experiences. I have a lot of friends that had no symptoms, whereas I've other friends that had symptoms too, so everyone's so different. So don't let this scare you, for sure, because you might not have a pregnancy like this, but equally, hopefully, it might be reassuring for some people too. So anyway, there's no point making this video any longer than it already is, so without further ado, welcome to my first trimester vlog. Hi everyone, so I am currently 5 weeks and hang on, I just need to check on my app, although I know it's probably not 100% accurate, but I think I'm 5 weeks and 2 days pregnant today. Yeah. So I thought this could be my pregnancy, my first trimester vlog. Oh my god, that feels so weird. But yeah, it's my first pregnancy, and I just thought I would like kind of chat to you about like the symptoms I've been feeling and everything like that, because I have now watched a couple of these vlogs and I just found them really, really helpful. So I decided to write down what I've been feeling. So I found out about six or 7 days ago. So I've known like almost a week basically. So not long at all. But it has felt like the longest week of my entire life because, well, I haven't been feeling very well for a start. Also, obviously no one knows. And also I'm just so like desperate and excited to like get to the end of my first trimester. So yeah, it's definitely dragged. So yeah, I've got them written down like week 4. So like obviously the last week that's just gone. So my main really bad symptom that's honestly been horrible, and I've actually had to go to the doctors about it, is I've had awful cramps, which obviously have really terrified me, because if you Google cramps in pregnancy, it doesn't obviously look good, but there's been no bleeding or anything like that to worry about. So I've been really struggling with really severe cramps, but this is definitely like TMI and I can't believe I'm gonna put this on the internet, but oh my god, it would have helped me so much if I'd heard someone else say this. They were definitely related to like my bowels basically. Like I had really bad constipation, really bad trapped wind, and the cramps that I was getting were relieved after going to the toilet. So that made me feel a lot better about them, but they were agony. Like I was crying, like it was that bad. Like the pain was just really, really, really sore. I had pain like all in my back and pain in my stomach as well. It's getting a bit better. It's still pretty bad and I'm still going to the toilet a lot. Obviously to like fix the constipation issue, I've had to have like some like pregnancy safe laxatives, which the doctor prescribed, because I ended up ringing the doctor because I was up like 5 times in the night. I was just in so much pain with it. So yeah, I ended up going to the doctor and they prescribed me some laxatives, and now that's like having an effect, which I'm so glad about. But yeah, that was my main symptom, was the, yeah, like bowel issues basically. Also just been really gassy, like burping, farting. I can't believe I'm telling you this stuff. But yeah, that has definitely been the biggest symptom, and it seems as though that's quite common. So yeah, a little bit of nausea. I felt like I've had a little bit of nausea just kind of throughout the day, and it's been quite bad like when I've been having those cramps as well. And I'm also really, really hungry, and if I don't eat, then I feel a bit nauseous as well. I keep sneezing loads, and I wasn't going to put this down, but then I saw someone else talk about it in a vlog, and I looked it up, and apparently it is a symptom. So yeah, I keep just sneezing all the time, which is really random. the last like 4 or 5 days, I wrote tired but not tired. Like I'm tired but I'm not sleepy. Like I tried to nap and I couldn't nap, but I'm just so demotivated. I'm actually a lot better today, but yeah, the last like week or so I've just felt so like lethargic, really demotivated. I haven't wanted to do anything. I literally just wanted to like lie there. Probably because I've also felt ill as well, and like my sleep's been really bad. So yeah, that's how I've been feeling. And also on there I put anxious AF because the anxiety has just been through the roof. I think obviously the cramps just haven't helped, and it's just so weird and scary knowing like you're pregnant but you don't know if everything's okay. Like I think that's such a hard thing to deal with. So yeah, I have actually booked a scan for 6 weeks just because of the cramping. Like I just want to rule out like an ectopic pregnancy or anything like that. So yeah, but like I said, I do really feel like the cramping is related to the bowels more than like in the womb, if that makes sense. So yeah, but anyway, we'll see. But yeah, so that's my update, and I will come back and update you in a week's time. Oh, and I had a nosebleed yesterday as well, which I never ever have nosebleeds, so I'm guessing it's pregnancy related. Maybe it's not, but I looked it up and it is. My Google history is wild at the minute. But yeah, and now I'm just like getting used to like the fact that like I can't eat certain things and stuff like that. Like yesterday I went to get a bacon and brie baguette, and I was like, wait, can I have brie? Can you have soft cheese? I don't think you can have brie, can you? I just didn't get it anyway because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna have it because I'm not 100% sure. And then there was something else that I was gonna get. Oh, with my roast I was gonna get beef, and I was gonna get it rare, but I don't think you can have it rare. I don't know. Anyway, so it's just like getting used to all those things now, which is kind of weird. And yeah, so it feels strange. I think I'm gonna tell my mum next week. I really want to tell her now, but I want to tell her in person, and I'm not going to see her until then. And yeah, so currently it's only me and Sam that know, and it's a really difficult one, like that line between telling people, not telling people. But I firmly believe the people that I would tell if something happened, I'm going to tell before like getting to the end of my first trimester, because I definitely can't like go through it without anyone knowing. I'll really struggle with that. Like I need someone to talk to. So yeah, that's the update, and I will see you guys next week. Hey guys. Oh god. Okay. So, oh god, I thought I was feeling okay to sit down and film. Okay, Rafs, I know, Papa. Okay, so guys, today I am 6 weeks and 5 days pregnant, so I'm almost 7 weeks. I can't remember where I last updated you at. I think I last updated you at 5 weeks. It has not been a very good time, to be honest. The last couple weeks, oh my god, it's been so tough. And I thought I was feeling alright, and all of a sudden I started to feel sick. So I've written down my symptoms at the minute. Oh god, sorry, I'm gonna have to hold my belly. Okay. So I don't know if I already ran through week 5 with you guys. I'm all over the place. I'm gonna run through week 5 really quickly, and if I have already included it, then I'll just cut it out. I don't know. Anyway, week 5, I've put, I'm a bit nauseous, I had a small nosebleed, I've had severe cramps that are related to like my bowels. Basically what I can only describe as pretty much since I found out, I'd say maybe 3 or 4 days after I found out, I have been suffering with like extreme, what I would describe as extreme IBS. I've not had IBS before, but from what I've looked at online, constipation, diarrhea, trapped wind, yeah, just all of that basically. Very, very painful. I'm like crying my eyes out on the toilet, like the pain is crazy. I've been to the doctors twice because I'm just in so much pain. Like I said, literally crying my eyes out on the toilet. Like I think I've got quite a high pain threshold, but Raf, stop it. Yeah, I think I've got quite a high pain threshold. but the pain has just been unbearable. My stomach is just like in knots, just cramping so badly when I'm like trying to go to the toilet basically. I've got a lot of trapped wind as well, which is very painful. So yeah, that has honestly been like hell. Like, God, I feel like I'm like tearing up because it's been fucking horrible. And just not something that I ever heard about or expected. And I feel like, I don't know if it's not a very common symptom or like people don't talk about it, obviously because it's like related to your like bowels, and obviously it's not exactly like the nicest thing to talk about. I've heard of like a few people talk about it, and like, to be fair, I've been looking on TikTok a lot and I've seen like quite a few people have suffered with it and stuff. So yeah, that made me feel a little bit better. But yeah, I've been to the doctors twice because the pain has just been unbearable. They recommended lactulose, which I was taking, but then I stopped because then that I think made me get diarrhea, and then obviously diarrhea is obviously not great because of like you lose a lot of like water and like obviously like hydration and stuff. So kind of stopped taking that. I've started taking these wiiiiiild tablets, which is like gonna help with trapped wind. Honestly, I can't even believe I'm discussing this on the internet, but I have honestly just been in so much pain. It's way worse on an evening and at night time. At night, I've been up like 4 or 5 times in the night with it. Oh my God, it's honestly just been agony, like actual agony. I've never experienced pain like it, and I feel like I can only compare it to what I think contractions are gonna feel like, because it's like my stomach is in just like this massive like knot, and oh God, it's so painful. Anyway, so that has been my biggest symptom ever since I'd say around 4.5 weeks. It doesn't really seem to be getting much better. I definitely have changed my diet, so I've included a lot more fibre into my diet, which obviously helped a little bit. So yeah, I have good days and bad days with it, to be honest. Most days are bad. I have the occasional good day and the occasional good night. Like last night I was only up once in the night, which was like a miracle, whereas other nights I've been up like 4 or 5 times, like literally screaming in pain. So yeah, that has been awful, and it's been really hard as well because I haven't left the house really. I've left the house I think like 3 times in 3 weeks, which is mad for me. Like I'm normally always like here, there and everywhere, and also it's December, it's Christmas, so it's been really hard to, sorry, anything tight on my tummy really hurts. It's been hard to like avoid leaving the house and also avoid doing things like, obviously, do you know what I would say? Well, I don't know obviously because I've never had my first trimester in any other month, but having your first trimester in December is really hard because everybody wants to do things, everybody wants to like be drinking, and everyone wants to like, oh my God, I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder and I'm like, I just look absolutely awful. Everybody, yeah, wants to be like going out drinking and doing things, and there's only so many times that you can say I've got a cold for, and I've used that excuse for literally 3 weeks now, and I think people are like, you surely don't still have a cold. I almost feel like doing your first trimester in like COVID times, although it must have been really scary, must have been a little bit easier for people not to know, because obviously you could be like, I can't go out, it's COVID, do you know what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, I've had to like cancel a few plans and stuff, which is hard because I feel like it then makes it look obvious, but it probably doesn't. And I'm like, oh, should I just tell them? And then I'm like, oh no, I don't want to tell anyone yet. And I don't know, I've just found it quite difficult. And also not only that, but all the stress that comes with Christmas as well, I've really struggled with. Like, obviously like making sure I've got presents for everyone, and there's also obviously all the postal strikes at the minute, so I can't order that much stuff. I have to like go out and get it, and like I said, I've only been able to leave the house a couple of times, so that's been quite hard. I haven't got Sam anything because I was really hoping to feel well enough to go to town, but it's just not going to happen, so he's just going to have to wait. He'll understand. He really won't mind at all, but I just feel like guilty. And then like also like trying to finish off all my work and stuff for Christmas. I've had like quite a few jobs to finish off, and yeah, it's been really hard, to be honest. And it's really hard because, oh, I hope that this like resonates with people, but obviously like I so wanted to be pregnant, and like, oh my God, like I was so happy, and you know, I am so happy, but it's really hard to feel grateful and happy when you feel so shit. And actually I was watching one of Lily Pebble's first trimester videos this morning, and she basically said the same thing. I feel guilty for not being like happy and like, oh god, hang on, getting away with sickness. Yeah, I feel guilty for not being really happy and excited, but to be honest, like I just feel so ill and I can't see like a way out of it at the minute because it's not getting any better, and it's been like 3 weeks, or yeah, almost 3 weeks. So I just feel a bit like down about it all, to be honest. And I felt, obviously because I haven't been able to leave the house and see people, I felt really lonely. Obviously Sam's out of work during the day, and like he doesn't get any time off for Christmas as well, so he's working Christmas Day and like all of that. And I don't know, I have definitely felt really like lonely and quite low, which is not the way I expected to feel, which is just so funny, isn't it? Like you just have no idea until you go through it. But yeah, it's definitely not the way I expected to feel. Like I expected to feel like so over the moon. And I remember when I was like trying for a baby, I remember thinking, oh, the minute I find out I'm pregnant, like all my worries will be over, like I'll just be so happy. Oh, I think because most of my friends I know that have been pregnant haven't really struggled with symptoms and stuff, like in their first trimester. One of my friends didn't even realise she was pregnant until like 8 weeks. Like that's how little symptoms she had. And I know everyone's so different, but I don't know, I just didn't expect to be so hit with symptoms. So yeah. So, oh god. Sorry, I thought I was feeling alright, which is why I came onto this video, because the other days this week I've just not been able to feel okay. Anyway, okay, next up. Headaches, yeah, pretty normal. I've been using, oh god. I've been using these, the Cool and Soothe migraine strips. Are really, really good. I suffer really badly with migraines, like not being pregnant, so as soon as I feel a headache coming on, I put these on and I normally nap because I'm just so scared it's going to be a migraine. Right, crying at everything. Yeah, I mean you guys saw it and it just cried then. I've had a lot of cramping, like not related to the toilet, like more like I can feel like cramps in like my like uterus area, and then like cramps in my back, and like just mild ones though. Like I wouldn't, you know, sometimes they're a bit like, oh god, like stop me in my tracks, but they're not like anything I can't deal with. I think it's just everything like stretching and getting ready. Oh my god, I haven't told you, we went for a scan. Hang on, let me finish this and then I'll tell you. So yes, I'm very sensitive to smells. That was more so in week 5. I feel like that's kind of calmed down a little bit. Like my sense of smell was so strong. The smell of Rafi's breath, what, like, god, made me feel awful. So yeah, I was really sensitive to smells. And I was quite breathless as well, like going upstairs and things like that, which is not something I expected so early on, because I was like, surely you only get breathless when like your lungs are like all squished. But yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh god. Hang on, I think I'm gonna have to come back. Okay, I'm sorry about that, I'm back. Right, so that was week 5, and now we're going on to week 6. Week 6 is when the nausea definitely started ramping up. I think I said about nausea a little bit before. I just felt a little bit nauseous, mostly when I was having the cramps. But now I feel nauseous like all the time. And the only way I can describe it is like motion sickness. If you are someone that suffers with motion sickness, I am, it feels like that. Apart from you can't stop the car and feel better. I've only been sick once, but gagging has been such a symptom of mine this week. Like, it's the weirdest thing. I'll literally just be minding my business, getting along with my day, and all of a sudden I'll just go like, and I'll just start heaving, and I'm like, but I'm not gonna be sick. It's really, really, really weird, and I can't, nothing's triggering it. It's not like a smell, or like a lot of people say their toothbrush and toothpaste does it for them. That doesn't do it for me. It's just random, really weird, and it's horrible. So yeah, that's been very strange. I've literally just put nausea, nausea, nausea. That's just been a big thing for me this week. I still have the like horrendous like IBS style symptoms. But yeah, nausea now added in, which is great. So great. I also got a cold, which was the worst thing ever. When you're pregnant, your immune system is a lot lower. It's December. I knew like I was probably gonna get ill, even though I've literally left the house 3 times. I actually think Sam brought it home to me. And the worst thing about being pregnant and having a cold is you can't take anything apart from like paracetamol. So that was really crap for like 3 or 4 days, but that's gone now, thankfully. I've also put down that I'm dizzy. Like there'll definitely be times where I just like feel really like whoa, like so yeah, that is week 6 so far. So we actually did go for a scan. We booked a private scan. I was wanting to hold off until week 7 really, because obviously at week 6, sorry, my nose is really itchy. That has been another symptom as well. I felt like quite congested in my nose. And my nose is literally red from rubbing it. Anyway, yeah, we went for a scan at week 6 because obviously I've been having a lot of cramping, which I do really think is associated with the toilet situation. But it was obviously scaring me because the cramps were really quite painful. And I just wanted to check things over. My mum had an ectopic pregnancy and I was just obviously a little bit worried about it. So we went for a scan. I don't have it here. I'll put a picture on screen because, I mean, you can barely see anything. It was an internal scan because obviously it was so early. And I thought I was 6 weeks, but I was actually 5 weeks and 5 days, which was another like bit of a setback because I was like, oh my god, like those 2 days mean so much. Because the days are just going so slowly because I'm not leaving the house because I feel so crap and I'm so scared I'm going to leave the house and just feel awful that I haven't been leaving the house basically. So the days are just dragging, like oh my god, they're so long. I'm desperate for time to hurry up, but obviously like I've nothing to distract me at the minute other than just thinking about how crap I feel. So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so we went for a scan. It was an internal scan, which is absolutely fine. I've actually had one of them before and it's really not a big deal. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's fine. But we saw the little yolk sac. Is it called a yolk sac? I think it is, in my uterus, so it's in the right place, so it's not an ectopic pregnancy, which I was relieved about. And we also saw like the little tiny, I don't even know what you'd call it at this stage, bean within the sac. And we also saw a tiny little flickery heartbeat. So that was really nice. And I'd say other than the day I found out, that is the only other time that I felt really excited and happy. The rest of the time I just felt really down. But yeah, that was really nice. And if you guys can afford to do that and you're, you know, got a lot of anxiety or you're worried or whatever it is, I'd recommend it just because it will make you feel a lot better. So yeah, I'm gonna book another one for when I'm 8 weeks probably, because well, we're seeing quite a few like family members and stuff around that period, and I just feel like it's gonna be easier if I tell them then, but I'd just like to know that like everything is progressing okay. So I think I might book another one around 8 weeks. But anyway, yeah, so we did that. So I'd recommend doing that if you can, because it definitely does help the anxiety. And yeah, so that's kind of everything. There was something else that I wanted to mention. Oh my god, vivid dreams. Oh my god, I've been having the most vivid dreams ever. Like to a point where I wake up and like I feel like I'm still in the dream. Like I can't get out of it. It's so strange. So yeah, I've been having very vivid dreams, which is really odd. Like about the weirdest things. Oh god, sorry. About the weirdest things. I'm just walking around like a zombie at the minute. I don't know how people do this. Firstly, I can go and work in like an office job, or have another kid with them, or like just have other responsibilities, because honestly it's just been like so hard. I feel like Lily actually mentioned it in her vlogs as well. I've just felt literally like blank, like no personality, just really down, miserable, ill. Oh, I feel like I'm really moaning, but honestly like it has just been so tough. I've really struggled. It's ridiculous. Like I feel so stupid and I feel so guilty as well, because like I know how desperate people are to get pregnant, and I relate to that a little bit, because when we were trying, and it obviously didn't, you know, happen straight away, like, oh my god, I just thought, oh, if I'm pregnant I'll never complain again and I'll just be so happy. And I can imagine how hard it is for people who are trying to get pregnant to watch someone complain about being pregnant. Like, I totally get that, but oh god, it's really not been how I thought it would be, and it's been really, really hard. I'm just praying things are gonna get better, but I don't know, I don't feel that hopeful. Snack wise, like, you can see, like, crackers, Ritz biscuits. Basically in the night sometimes I'll wake up and I'll feel so sick and I just need to eat something, so that's why I've got like crackers, Ritz biscuits. I've also got some rich teas, so I've just been eating like those kind of really plain things basically, which definitely help. And like first thing in the morning as well. That's one thing that I found that definitely does help the nausea, is if you eat, which is really hard because you obviously don't want to eat when you feel sick, but yeah, it definitely, if my tummy's empty I'll feel sicker basically. So yeah, I've been trying to like stay on top of it in that way. But yeah, so I'm gonna go now because I feel like all I've done is just moan, and I feel awful for doing that. But I also feel like when I hear other people say similar things like this on YouTube, oh my god, it's just made me feel so much better. That's that. I will catch up with you guys next week after Christmas, when I will be almost 8 weeks. So yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry for the moan, guys, I really am. So, hope you don't mind. Hope you resonate. Well, I don't hope you resonate, I hope you have no symptoms, but I hope this brings you some comfort if you do have symptoms like me. And yeah. Hello my friends. So I just got into bed and I realised that I hadn't updated you in a little while, so I thought I may as well just update you now. Because I went to my 8-week booking appointment today, they're called. So I went to like a community centre place and met a midwife, not my actual midwife. She was just, I think she was just kind of filling in there for the day, but yeah, and I went and had that appointment, and I had like bloods done, urine sample, height and weight, all of that, and then they asked you loads of questions about your family history or like your medical history. It's literally like probably like an hour-long appointment of just questions. They just were basically, I think, trying to determine like if you're like a high-risk pregnancy and stuff like that. So yeah.
What did you say?
I'm filming, so yeah, last time I spoke to you guys I was not in a good way. I think that was maybe about like a week and a half ago. I was really not in a good way at all. Oh my god, I felt so awful. I honestly just like, oh god, thinking back to that time now, oh, it was really, really awful. But we are on the way up. I feel so much better this week. It was almost like when I hit, I think like 7 weeks really, I started to feel a bit better. Yeah, I'm still nauseous, and I'm still quite gassy, like I keep burping, which is really nice. Yeah, but I don't have that awful like bowel issues much at all, which is, oh, so nice, such a relief. I've been out and about like a bit more and stuff, so yeah, but I'm still nauseous. But I just find if I like manage it and I make sure that I never let myself get hungry, it's so much better. Which is really hard, like when you feel nauseous and you really don't want to eat and you don't fancy anything, you don't want to make yourself anything. I find it particularly hard like when I'm here on my own, because like sometimes I just can't face making myself anything, but I know I need to eat. So yeah, anyway, as long as I'm like on top of it and I keep eating, then the nausea is very like manageable. So I always have like crackers in my bag and stuff like that. I think like eating little and often has been like kind of the best way for me. But yeah, in terms of other symptoms, like my back is still sore, like my lower back is still pretty sore. I'm trying to think, and I do still get cramps. Like I have like just sort of like quite mild cramps in my lower like abdomen. Yeah, honestly, I feel like a different woman to the last time I spoke to you. So if you are currently going through a really tough time in your first trimester, I mean, I can't 100% say, but things will get better, hopefully. I know obviously for some people they don't, but I remember when I was going through it, I was like, this will never get better, I will never feel better, I'm gonna feel like this forever. And then I started to feel better, and yeah, so don't stress. But yeah, and then anyway, we had a scan the other day as well, because I just wanted to check. I'm just really anxious basically, and I just wanted to like check everything was fine. Obviously I think just because I'd had such severe cramping and stuff, it just really scared me. So we had a scan, like an 8-week scan, a private one, because you don't get your NHS one for 12 weeks. So we had a private scan at 8 weeks, and we saw the heartbeat like properly, like a really strong heartbeat and stuff. So, and it was looking more like an actual baby. Like it still looked like kind of like a bean, like a jelly bean. Actually, Sam, where is that scan picture? So there's, oh, there's the 8-week. So yeah, that was really reassuring, and I just feel a lot better. And then we actually told like a couple of people after that, just friends and stuff, and it's been really nice, people knowing, because I've just felt really on edge, like hiding it from people, you know, like if you're doing things like socially, like going out for meals or whatever like that, like I've just found it really difficult. Like I don't know, I feel like I'm lying to people. It's just a really weird feeling, like it's such a massive thing happening to you in your life. Sorry, Sam's electric toothbrush is probably really annoying. Sam, will you close the door please? Oh, yeah, it's gone really dark, it's fine though. What was I saying? Yeah, it's such a massive thing like to happen to you in your life, and I'm such an oversharer anyway, but like I just find not telling people hard. I've definitely found like I'm not interested in food as much. Like, you know, like if you're at a restaurant and you look at a menu, I just don't fancy anything on the menu, like nothing, which is really unlike me. Like I'm such a foodie and I love food, but like I don't know, food would be put in front of me and I just think I don't want to eat that. Like it's really weird, but I know I need to eat it because if I don't eat it I'll feel sick. But yeah, I'm such like, I love chips. Like they're like one of, oh my god, they're like my favourite thing to eat, and I've like ordered them a couple of times at restaurants, or like I got them, I've been at McDonald's drive-thru quite a few times recently. That's one thing I have not been eating healthy because I'm just finding it hard. Anyway, and I just don't fancy the chips at all, which is so unlike me. Like I'm such a chip person.
You chips earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that weird? And I barely ate my dinner earlier, didn't I?
They were good chips too.
I barely ate much of dinner earlier, did I? Like normally I'd finish that whole bowl of pasta, but I just didn't. Like, I don't know. It's weird. It's really weird, and it's, yeah, it's just strange. But anyway, yeah, that's my update. As you can see, I'm feeling so much better. So I hope this gives. Sorry, it's so dark. I hope this gives a bit of positive vibes to anyone out there who is struggling right now, because I think it would have helped me seeing this last week, or whenever it was, a couple of weeks ago now. Sorry, I know I was meant to be checking in every week and I haven't been, but to be honest, like nothing's changing that quickly. So yes, anyway, yeah, I guess I'll see you soon. Sorry, I also wanted to add to this that I am also that I am knackered all the time. I'm not right now though, because I fell asleep at like 7 and woke up at 10, which is really silly, but yeah, I'm so tired all the time. The tiredness has not gone yet, but I can deal with that. That's no big deal compared to the other stuff, so all good. But yeah, I just wanted to add to that because I feel like I seem really like chirpy in this video even though it's really late, but it's because I woke up from a nap about an hour ago. Sam, how are you feeling about having a baby?
I'm excited.
Come say a little something to the camera.
I feel more excited than you.
That's not true. Where are you?
Oh yeah.
Really? Why? Why do you think that?
I don't know. I haven't got to do all the scary stuff that you've got to do, do I?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe I think I'm a bit more apprehensive.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'm excited.
Hey guys, I'm apparently really enjoying starting the vlogs from bed. I mean, this is pretty much where I spend most of my time, to be honest, so why not? But I thought I would quickly vlog today because eating has been one of the hardest things. Sorry, I still got my makeup on from last night. I actually went out last night, which was a bit of a miracle for me. Stayed out till like past midnight, which, yeah, is wild for me because I've been going to bed so early because I've been so tired. But it was one of our friends' birthdays last night. So it was my first time kind of going out and not drinking around people that don't know that I'm pregnant. Also, I've gone out of focus. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, it was my first time like doing that. And to be fair, I think I did okay. Only one person clocked and asked me. Oh, I'm gonna run out of memory. Hang on. Sorry, I just had to delete a couple clips off the memory card. I know you're here, my love. Got Rafi here too. Rafi. I know. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, went out last night. I was really worried about it because basically I threw up in the morning. So basically yesterday morning, so I've only thrown up like once before this, but then yesterday morning I basically had some Cheerios for breakfast, which is kind of what I've been eating. And then I opened the fridge to do Rafi's breakfast, and I literally, I don't know what it was, I opened the fridge and something just came over me and I just started gagging. And then I literally, I literally had to run to the toilet and I just like projectile vomited everything that I just ate up, basically. And it came like over me so quickly. So I was really worried about going out because I was like, oh God, what if that happens like when I go out? I don't know, you know, like what to do in that situation. Like I don't think I'd make it to the toilet in time, basically, because it was so like quick. Anyway, but I ended up pushing myself, forced myself to go out, and I'm glad I did. But yeah, I wanted to come on because I feel like food has been one of the hardest things in this first trimester because like you need to eat, because if I don't eat then I feel sick, like, but cooking or preparing food or even opening the fridge makes me literally want to heave. So it's such a double-edged sword because I'm like, I need to eat because otherwise I'm gonna feel sick, but making anything to eat makes me feel sick. So oh, it's so frustrating. I found that really hard, and also just like having to eat constantly, because that's the thing that stopped me from feeling sick. So it's like having to eat meals like little and often, and like trying to think of what to make, and especially like I've been on my own a lot because Sam's been at work loads because it's like such a busy time for him. So I'm on my own a lot, and like, oh, just do anything for someone to make me some food. Because the thought of going downstairs and opening the fridge, like even now, like it's like talking about it is making me want to gag. Oh, just so weird. But I feel like I can't just live on like crackers and toast, which is basically what I've been eating. And that's the other thing as well, like I'm so conscious that I want to get like some good like nutrients into me, but I just can't stomach like making anything, or even like going to the shops, going to the food shops. Oh my god, horrible. Like it makes me feel sick too. It's so weird, and I really pray this goes because it's like making life quite difficult. I'm also so emotional. By the way, I only updated you guys like a couple of days ago, but I just thought I'd come on an update. I think I'm not really like following it that well. I think I'm like 8.5 weeks today. I'm kind of waiting until I have my like NHS 12-week scan before I like, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I went to the park yesterday with Rafi. Like I was feeling so crap yesterday. Obviously I was sick in the morning and I just felt so weak. I couldn't stomach anything, so I hadn't really eaten anything, and I was on my own, and I just felt really bad on Rafi because he hadn't been out for a walk. So I took him to the park yesterday, and he managed to roll his face in poo. I don't know what poo it was. I don't know whose poo it was, but it was poo. And he did it, and he like came out of this bush, and it smelled so bad, and I just burst into tears in the park with like everyone around. Go to Rafi. You need your breakfast as well. I feel like I'm being a really bad, oh, I keep going out of focus, sorry. I feel like I'm being a really bad dog mum at the minute, but I'm just like struggling to even look after myself, let alone look after you. But I mean, he's getting his breakfast and stuff and his walks, but just a little bit later than you're used to. But you don't mind so much, do you? He's actually really good. Like he's not really like in a strict routine, we kind of always fed him at like different times and stuff, so he's pretty chilled. You've just been sleeping up here with me, haven't you? Anyway, I will catch you guys soon. Yeah, see you soon. Hi everybody. How are we all? Sorry, I've come to the conclusion that I am never going to look nice in this video. So I'm really sorry about that. I feel like I'm gonna edit this back and really wish I had put a bit of makeup on or something, but as you guys know, sorry, I'm out of breath. Whew, as you guys know, I've not really been feeling up to it very much. Anyway, so I am now 9 weeks and 3 days pregnant. I think I haven't had my like official dating scan yet, but from the early scan that I had, that's what I'm kind of going off. So yeah, I have like longer cycles than normal, so I think the NHS thinks I'm more like nearly 10 weeks, but I think because of my cycle length, I think I'm like 9 weeks and 3 or 4 days. In terms of symptoms, sorry, I get so out of breath, which I don't really understand because I haven't got like a big bump or anything. Like, I don't understand why I get out of breath. In terms of symptoms, the awful cramping and like bowel issues that I had nearer the beginning have pretty much gone now, touch wood, because that was honestly horrendous. Oh, it was so bad, and I'm so glad to be at the other side of that now, because when I was in it, I really didn't think I was going to be able to like, I just couldn't see like a way out of it. Then on the other side of that, the nausea has definitely ramped up. I think a lot of people say around week 8 to week 9 is when the nausea does ramp up. And trigger warning here, by the way, I'm going to be talking about sick, so if you don't like it, just skip. But yeah, I've definitely found that to be the case. I've felt nauseous. I mean, to be honest, I felt like my nausea kind of started around week 6, but in terms of actual throwing up and being sick, that only really started, I think I was sick once, like back around week 6, but that started much more so these last few weeks, or last couple weeks. So yeah, I've been so nauseous, just all day, every day really, just constant feelings of nausea. I do find it's a lot worse if my stomach's empty, so I am trying to eat, but then the thought of eating makes me feel sick. Like opening the fridge, I think I've already said this, but opening the fridge, I hate it, can't do it. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, I'm sick at random times. Like I was sick in the morning, I was sick in the evening, so it doesn't really like correlate with like times and stuff. And when I feel it coming, oh my god, I have to literally sprint to the toilet. It's like, yeah, very like comes up very fast. Sorry, I know a lot of people don't like talking about sick. I don't really mind it, to be honest. I actually don't really mind being sick. I've always been quite like a sicky person. Like I throw up quite a lot, so it doesn't really bother me, to be honest. And I think, oh, I don't know, kind of think I don't want to say this because it sounds silly, but I kind of prefer the symptoms I'm having now than the ones I was having right early on at the beginning. I just think they're a bit more manageable. But yeah, other than that, I'm feeling okay. Energy wise, I've literally still just got no energy. I cannot wait for the day I wake up and I think, oh my god, like I've got so much energy. I'm just knackered constantly, and I just find it really hard to do anything. Like I even went, oh, my memory's gonna run out, hang on. Sorry, I feel like I need to make these clips a bit shorter because this video must be so long. But I went to the Trafford Centre with Sam, oh, I don't know when it was, a couple of days ago. And we'd literally been there for like half an hour, and I was walking around and I was like, oh, I could literally lie on the floor in the Trafford Centre and just fall asleep. I'm so tired. But yeah, can't wait for the energy to come back. But in general, I feel like compared to the other weeks that you might have seen, I am feeling a lot better. I still just don't feel like myself. I still feel very strange. And like I said, energy and the nausea and the sickness, but other than that, I'm okay. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So I have my 12-week scan in about 2 weeks, so I'm very excited for that. I just cannot wait to get to that point, because I feel like, although obviously I know things can go wrong after that point, but it will feel like such a milestone for me, I think, like getting to the end of that first trimester. And I still haven't told a lot of people. Like I haven't told like my sister, I haven't told a lot of my friends, we haven't told Sam's family. Do you know what? Purely because I felt so poorly, I just haven't wanted to even like talk about it or like discuss it. I haven't felt really excited to tell people, and I'm also just really conscious of like I don't know, I'm just scared, and I just would rather wait until we're a little bit further down like the line and stuff. But also, yeah, I just feel so bloody rough that I just haven't really wanted to, I don't know, like tell that many people. I haven't been that excited to tell people because I think I just feel crap, but I think when I start to feel better I'll be much more excited. I also got some maternity jeans, let me show you. Okay, so these are the maternity jeans that I got, and I know this is like so early but I just got them off ASOS. They're from Topshop, but I got them off ASOS. I know it's so early, I don't have a bump at all yet, but I am so bloated that I can't wear high-waisted tight jeans. Like, they hurt my stomach so much, and because I'm feeling sick and stuff, like having tight things on your stomach is just horrible. So I got these maternity jeans, which obviously, like, I mean, there's going to be so much stretch in them, which is great because obviously I can wear them all the way through pregnancy, but I was just so bored of wearing leggings and joggers, and I felt like if I put a pair of jeans on I might just feel a little bit better. And honestly, I'm really, really glad I got them because I feel a lot more put together, and they're so comfy. Like, I could, like, honestly lie around for ages and then they're super, super comfy. I don't know if I'll ever go back to normal jeans, to be honest. So yeah, I would recommend picking yourself up a pair of maternity jeans if you are like me and you're super bloated and you just feel a bit like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like when you wear like leggings and joggers, it can make you feel a bit worse. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's quite nice to actually get dressed in like a proper pair of jeans and jumper and, you know, actually feel a bit smarter. I think it makes you feel better sometimes. So yeah, got some maternity jeans, would recommend if you are feeling like me. But I think that's enough for my update because this video is probably going to be like over an hour long. I probably won't come and chat to you much until maybe before the 12-week scan now, unless I have any major changes with my symptoms. I'll just check, because I do write down my symptoms, so I'll just check there wasn't anything else that... Oh, dizzy. I felt a bit dizzy the last week or so, which I think is quite normal. Yeah, so other than that, that's all the symptoms that I mentioned. So we'll come back and chat to you guys before the 12-week scan. Hey guys. So I know it's kind of weird to come on camera and like be crying, and it's not really something that I do, but I just felt like it was important to include it in this vlog because like just the emotions at the minute are just like wild. It's only been a couple days since I last spoke to you, but like some days I just feel so overwhelmed and like I don't know, I think like obviously it's all the hormones and stuff, but also just because I feel crap and like I'm so tired and exhausted. I feel so like I just feel really like useless because I just like feel like I can barely do anything. Like all I want to do is just lie in bed. Like I'm just so exhausted all the time, and like I got up, made some lunch earlier, and then literally had to go back to bed, and it just feels like I keep like beating myself up about it. And I know it's stupid because I know like literally growing human is such like a massive strain on the body, but I don't know, I just feel so like guilty for like not doing anything, like not doing any work. And then I started to feel like really stressed about work, and I started to like panic, and then that makes me more overwhelmed, and and I just like feel bad on Sam. Like he's literally having to do everything, and I know he literally doesn't mind at all, and he's been so good, but I just feel really like just like not myself, and I'm just really like useless. Like that's the only way I can explain it, which I know it's silly, but I literally can't like shake the feeling. I just like honestly feel like I just felt like getting in the shower was such a huge effort today. I'm just so stressed about like work and stuff, and then at the same time I'm like, oh, I need to not be stressed because like it's bad obviously for like the baby and stuff, but it's just really hard not to be. And I also feel really stupid for crying when like I know there's so many other people who would like be so unbelievably desperate to like be in the position that we're in and the position that I'm in and like have a baby and stuff, so I feel so bad for like complaining, but I don't know, I just feel like I was just bursting into tears and the camera was next to me, and I just thought I should probably film this because it might help someone else who's feeling the same, because like I know like your emotions like are just everywhere, and you just like, obviously it's all the hormones and everything. It's the weirdest thing, like when you're trying to get pregnant, you just think like, oh, I'll just be so happy when I'm pregnant, and then like you don't realise like all these emotions and like all the hormones and everything, it just throws you so much. And I'm so envious of people that have like an easy first trimester and don't feel ill and like are able to just like carry on as normal. Yeah, okay, I think I've got it all out now, to be honest. It's funny, isn't it? Like, you do feel better when you actually, like, say it out loud, because you realise, like, everything that you're, like, picking up in your head isn't as scary as you're making out. Oh, God. I'm just so desperate to get some energy back. Like, I honestly just feel so, like, lazy and so crap, and just feel like, I don't know, just finding it hard. But anyway, tomorrow is a new day, and I'll come and chat to you guys like another time probably, but oh God, I just wanted to be real. Hey guys, so I just wanted to pop on quickly. I only updated you like a couple days ago. I'm also, this whole video has been filmed in my bedroom. It's just because this has been where I've been keeping my camera, just to remind me to like do these updates. Finally got dressed and put some makeup on today, and to be honest, it has changed the game. Like, I feel so much better for doing it. I kind of wish I'd done it earlier, but the nausea's definitely starting to subside, which I think is also making me feel a little bit better. The reason that I wanted to chat is because I just wanted to include this in the like pregnancy first trimester vlog. I found a lump under my armpit probably about 6 weeks ago, I'd say, and the only reason I found it is because my armpit was feeling really sore, and so I obviously felt it and like felt this lump, but I was kind of like, obviously being pregnant, loads of hormones, like those kind of things are often very much related to that, so I just like left it, wasn't really worried about it. But then the pain like kept being there, and it was like, it's just like a dull ache, but then if you put pressure on it, it's quite sore, and it was kind of just like annoying me. So I just thought, oh, do you know what, maybe I'll make a doctor's appointment and just get them to check it out, like almost certain that they would just say, oh, it's just like pregnancy, like, I don't know, not like a blocked milk duct, because surely I haven't got milk yet, but it just felt like a swollen gland to me. So I made an appointment with the doctors last week. So yeah, at this point I'd had it about 5 weeks. So yeah, I made an appointment with the doctor then and got in with them straight away. Do you know what, one thing that has been amazing about being pregnant is they get you an appointment so quickly. Like, whenever I ring up and say, like, can I get an appointment kind of thing, they're like, yeah, do you want to come in now? I'm like, all right, okay. They're so good. Anyway, so yeah, I went in for the doctor's appointment and she had a feel of it and like felt my boobs and like my other armpit and stuff, and she did feel it. And basically I have a really strong family history of breast cancer, so my mum has it, her mum died of it, so yeah, it's just like quite a strong family history of it. And obviously also being pregnant, I guess you are, you know, just maybe like they just want to monitor it a little bit more. So anyway, she's referred me for a scan. So obviously when she did this, I started freaking out because I wasn't worried about it before, but then I think because she was like, yeah, I'm going to refer you for an urgent scan, I was like, oh, okay. And I have found a lump in my boobs before. God, that was ages ago now, like 4 or 5 years ago I found a lump in my boob. Had that checked out and ended up just being like a cyst or something, so it was fine. So I've had like a breast scan before. But anyway, she was like, yeah, I'm gonna refer you for an urgent scan. Probably nothing, but you know, like obviously it's important to check it. So I was like, okay, yeah. But anyway, then it just made me feel really, really anxious and stressed, because obviously I was like, oh my God, like I'm pregnant, like imagine if it's something serious, obviously imagine if it's cancer, like that obviously runs through your head. So anyway, I just wanted to include this in the video. I haven't had my appointment yet. So this GP appointment was last week, and she said they'll get you an appointment within 2 weeks. So I've got another week left before I'm gonna like ring up and see what's going on. So yeah, I just have to wait and see. Obviously the NHS is like really struggling at the minute, so I'm not expecting to like be seen super quick. But at the same time, like obviously it's like playing on my mind. But I did speak to one of my friends who has been pregnant, and she said that she had lumps in her armpit when she was pregnant, and that she'd mentioned it to her midwife, and her midwife had said it was just like swelling, like because of the hormones and stuff. But she had lumps in like both armpits, and I don't know if it's quite the same, but that did calm me down a little bit. But I wanted to include this because I just thought, what if someone else has also felt this and is watching this video and is really, really stressed. So yeah, hopefully I will have my scan by the time that I'm 11 weeks, because I'm 10 weeks tomorrow. So by the time that I'm 11 weeks, hopefully I would have had my scan, and hopefully I will know what the outcome is from there, and obviously I will include it in this video. Hey guys, so I just got a call from the hospital to say they had a cancellation for a scan this afternoon, so if I wanted to come in and take that one. So yeah, I've done that. So yeah, we'll just go in and see. Kind of sad that I have to go on my own because Sam's away, but it's fine. I really think it's going to be fine. Like, I don't feel that worried, so fingers crossed, and I'll let you know. Hey guys, so just back from the hospital now, and everything is all fine, thankfully. I'm a bit emotional, just like other stuff that's going on. But yeah, everything's fine. It's basically like I've just got like glandular tissue that goes into my armpit, which is basically just like an extension of my boob. So yeah, it was really funny because like my mum and stuff have been asking me if my boobs have been sore, and I've been like, no, not at all, my boobs aren't sore at all. But basically my boobs are sore, but like I'm feeling it under my armpit basically, and it's just like all swollen, and that's what the lump is about, and that's what the pain is about too. So yeah, nothing to worry about, but it's kind of annoying. Like, the pain is annoying, but obviously like super happy that it's all fine. But yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to chuck that in here for anyone else that ends up having a similar thing to me. It will probably be absolutely nothing, because like it's really normal during pregnancy for things to swell and things to be painful all in that area. So yeah. But anyway, I'm actually 10 weeks today, and I'm actually feeling okay. I get like waves of sickness. I was just in the hospital for like 2 hours because they were really delayed, and I had to wear a mask the whole time, and the mask was making me feel sick, and it made me think of people who were pregnant like in the pandemic when you had to wear masks, and how hard that must have been, because having it over my mouth and nose and like, I don't know, the smell of it and everything was just making me feel sick. I had to keep taking it off and having some water and then putting it back on. But yeah, generally I feel alright. I'm tired, but yeah, I'm okay, to be fair. Yeah, that's about it really. Hey everyone, so I'm currently 19 weeks, so I'm a lot further on than my first trimester, but I realised that I never finished this video off, so I thought I would come on and finish it here. I've watched it back and it's very long, and I repeat myself quite a lot, so I'm sorry about that, and well done if you made it to the end. I also want to say, for anyone who is going through their first trimester and they're finding it really tough, hang on in there, because I'd say from the moment I hit around 12 to 13 weeks, I felt like a new woman, and ever since then I've just had this unbelievable energy, and things have just got so much better. So yeah, hang on in there. Things will get better and easier, and you will start to feel more like yourself again, and yeah, times will start to feel really exciting and special. We have our 20-week scan next week, so very excited for that. And yeah, when you see like your baby on that 12-week scan as well, like the difference I found from seeing our baby on like 6 and 8 week scans to the 12-week is incredible. They're just so formed, and it's just, yeah, amazing. So yeah, like I said, if you're going through a tough time, please know that things will get better for you. And yeah, just sending you so much love. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I can't believe the state of me in it, to be honest, but it's a very honest and raw and true depiction of how I felt at the time. But yeah, very glad to be out the other side of it now, that's for sure, and I honestly feel so much better. So yes, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I think my next video will be a bit of a Q&A, so if you have any questions, pop them down below and I'll do my best to get back to them. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.